gonna show y'all how I dye this wig. So I actually got 2 of these 613 wigs from this vendor on AliExpress. Originally I was just gonna tone it and leave it at that, but I started watching videos and now I want to like dye the roots just like a little bit dark, and then dye the rest of the hair, just like make it a little bit ashier. We got a little hair, we got a little shedding. I've been running my fingers through it, but like I've been running my fingers through it, and that's it. Let's see if we get any more. Okay, yeah, so we're getting like a little bit of shedding. I didn't really have the highest hopes for this wig because I ordered it in 26 inches. Also, by the way, all the specs and everything will be in the description. But yeah, I ordered it in 26 and I just feel like, I don't feel like this is 26. The hair I'm wearing now is 26 and it's like curled and it's like still down here. But hopefully by the time this is up, it'll be installed and everything, so I can show y'all the final result. If not, follow me on my Instagram, taiya shirelle. I'm sure I'll be posting on my story and everything. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this wig from this to whatever it becomes, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so y'all can see I'm just starting by combing back the hair on my mannequin head, and I did put a plastic bag on my mannequin head to protect it from the dye. So right now I'm just separating the frontal from like the back part of the wig, the bundles or whatever, because I'm only dyeing the roots of the frontal because that's all you're really gonna see, so that's all you need to dye. I have this really cute pink mixing bowl and brush from my local beauty supply, and then the dye that I'm using is the Revlon Colorsilk in the shade 57. This is the color I used for the roots. It's honestly it looks kind of red on the box, but it's really not. It's honestly just like a chocolate brown. All the names of the dyes and the colors that I use will be in the description, so y'all can go back to that if you want. So I'm just mixing the liquid with like the cream. I don't know, y'all. I'm just following the instructions on the box, shaking it up, and then I'm gonna pour it into my mixing bowl. After I pour the dye into the mixing bowl, I'm just separating each piece of the frontal. So since I'm only dyeing the frontal, it makes it real easy. I'm just going piece by piece and taking the little brush, dipping it in some of the dye and bringing it about 1.5 inches down from the roots. It depends how much you want your roots to be dyed, but just make sure you blend it down so it's not just like a harsh line of roots, unless that's what you want, I guess. But yeah, I definitely could have blended mine a little bit more. But then I'm going in with like a pointy comb and I'm just combing it down just a little bit, just so it's not a super harsh line. And I'm literally just going to do that for each piece of the frontal. So I think y'all are about to see the roots were starting to get really dark, really chocolatey. But at this point, I was pretty much done. It had probably been like 15 minutes since I started applying. You can see like they're real dark. I started getting scared. So I just use silicone mix shampoo and conditioner every time that I wash this wig. This is what I use. This is just the shampoo and conditioner that I always use. I feel like the roots are really dark here, so I ended up going back in with more dye because I felt like it was a little bit uneven on like the left side. Y'all can see the left side is a lot lighter. So I ended up going back in with more dye, letting it sit for like 10 minutes and then washing it out. So for the rest of the hair, I use shades 61 and 70, and I'm just mixing it once again. So I used 1 bottle of each. I shook it up and then I poured both into my mixing bowl so they can mix together. Okay, so the way that I tone this hair, basically I split it in half, like the top and the bottom, and then I split it in half again. So I basically did it in 4s, and I took the dye in my hands, literally scooped it up, and I just started putting it on the hair. Y'all can see right here, I didn't like brush it through, nothing, didn't comb it. I literally just, I was over it at this point, I think. So yeah, I'm just literally scooping it, putting it all over the hair. And I feel like the mixture looks pretty yellow. It honestly turned my hair very, very gray. Y'all will see. So be careful with this. I left it on for like 30 minutes after I finished applying it, so that was my fault. But yeah, be careful with this mixture. At this point, I started combing the dye through, massaging it with my hands just to make sure every strand got covered so it wasn't uneven or nothing like that. And I'm not a professional, by the way, because I know people like to drag, like people dragged me in my last hair dyeing video. Well, not dragged me, but you know, people always got something to say. But this is how I dyed my hair and it came out perfectly for me, okay? So I'm just doing the last section now. So y'all can see it starting to turn color. It's getting real ashy, real pretty, okay? And I kind of like that. I feel like I definitely missed a couple strands, but it added like some highlights and like dimension. It was real cute, you know? So I let this dye sit for, like I said, 30 minutes. I didn't mean to leave it in that long. I just got distracted. I started like cleaning up and stuff. I would say like 20 minutes is the max that you need if you're trying to get like an ash blonde. Y'all can see I missed some spots, so I'm going back in. But this hair ended up turning out really, really gray. I was actually really mad. Y'all will see like in a couple minutes. So this was the result after letting it sit for 30 minutes and washing it out with shampoo and conditioner. You can see it's really great. I was so mad at this point. I was like, why did I leave this dyeing? Because I really wanted like an ash blonde, which is what I ended up getting. This is what the hair looked like freshly washed. It's honestly really pretty, but I just didn't want this color. Oh, I'm showing you guys the shedding. So I ended up washing this hair 3 times after this, literally 3 times, to try and get more of the dye out, and it definitely works because it's not as gray at all anymore. It came out the exact color that I wanted, but yeah, y'all can see I'm just showing you the final result while it's still wet. So here's the final result. It definitely still has a gray tint, but I love it. Like, I love how it turned out. It's the perfect ash blonde. It's exactly what I wanted. Y'all can see in this lighting, it's like blonde, perfect. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the color in the comments, but make sure you follow my Instagram, my Twitter, Taiya Shirelle. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Rule number 1 to be a boss ass bitch. Never let a clown nigga try to play you. If he play you, then rule number 2, fuck his best friends and make them yes men.